To talk about the concerns and the road ahead, what we should do, what we should not do, I have with me, in fact, people from all walks of life. I have businessmen, I have students, I have a former ambassador as well, and I also have parents of NRIs. Going to Amit first. Is this a time when we stop saying that America is land of opportunity, and is this concern about safety rightly placed?
I don't think so, not at all. I would make three clear points. First, I would say that there's a saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. It's not just a saying. You have to intermingle and you have to work closely with the people where you live in. So you have to focus more on baseball, you have to focus on rugby. That's the kind of assimilation that should happen. And that we have to be very conscious. We can't be talking in Telugu in public places because people do not understand that. That's point number one. Second thing, it's not a new thing. It's always been there. I was there in 1998, and at 9:30 in the night I had a janitor bang me on the door and come and tell me, get out of my country. So that's exactly what this guy said even last week. And I was so shocked because as a 20-something you're worried about it, and you look at him and then he said, you are taking away our jobs and I have to do this menial stuff. And then you be careful. So that's nothing new. That's my second point. And third and last point is, I think linking everything and saying that it's become unsafe or opportunity is gone, Donald Trump is bringing all this. I think it's similar to what we saw when Modi got elected. So it's just jumping to too many conclusions right now. Just because he wanted to make America great again doesn't mean that the reverse is true. It doesn't mean that it's become unsafe. Things will settle down, and I'm sure the law enforcement agencies will support all legal immigrants.
Some people talk about, you are also somebody who is made in India, and of course you have businesses elsewhere that stretch to other places. Is there enough opportunity, and is this time to also say that look inward and see what exists here?
There's been a lot of opportunity, I think, right from the time P.V. Narasimha Rao liberalized the country. That was the reason why I decided not to go. So I felt there was a lot of opportunity. So today it's only increased. Today there are so many more fields which have come up. Now talking about the H1 visa, it's just an easy way to get, like you mentioned, about fast money that's available. So everybody likes it. Why not? If I'm getting a chance to go abroad, gain the experience and also make money, I like it. Do I understand the importance that comes with it? Like he mentioned about the need for training. I was working as part of a very large IT company. We deployed like 450 people. I personally sent on H1 visas during 3 years. And we would give them a handbook. We would explain to them. We would actually tell them simple things like, don't have any body odor, use a simple spray. But they won't take it seriously. So I think the opportunity is there. We have to understand that things have to be taken seriously. Whether you stay here or stay there doesn't matter. America is very open. There are strict laws against discrimination. The guy who threatened me was actually threatened that he'll go behind bars. So America is a very strong place, very strong systems and processes. No need to worry about anything. And as far as we are having opportunities here, it's fine. But that doesn't mean that we cite this as the reason to not go. I would say that go and gain that experience also. No harm in it. See, let us try and understand what is the F1 visa and what's the H1 visa.
Yeah.
You look into the rules which are there. So when you go for a student visa interview, you have to prove why you will come back. So you have to show what property you have your family here, I'm well established, I'm trying to gain knowledge and come back. So this, I think we are misusing it, right? So we think that if I got an F1 visa and I have gone there, it's my right to get an H1, it's my right to apply for a green card. It's not. It is their choice. It's the choice of that country. Now look at an H1. An H1 process is actually very complicated. The company has to give a declaration saying that they do not have anybody of that skill there in that country. They have to put up a sign on the board, notice board, which says that for 3 weeks I advertised and nobody came. And what kind of people are we sending? We are sending freshers. So I think in a one-line summary, if I have to say, I would say, let us stop misusing the F1 and H1. Let's use them for the purpose that it was there. Let's send our bright students to go there, learn something and come back and contribute. Not with the intention that once I go, I'll never come back. And same thing for the H1. Once 3 years are over, come back. 3 years are over, then you apply once more, it becomes 6 years, then you apply for a green card and you stay back. Why are so many people cancelling their vacations now? Because they are worried. Their 6 years are over, they are using the loophole to stay there, so that the green card comes and then they don't have to worry.
So you don't feel there's a real threat at this point because of a change in administration? That's not your...
Not at all, not at all.
The Indian community there perhaps has some serious thinking to do at this point about how they're going to act together and pass through this rather difficult phase.